Hey there, it's Garry Turner here, founder of Hexo Change. You can find out more about me and the offerings at hexochangenow.com. Should you be interested, you can also subscribe there to get regular updates weekly or bi-weekly with regard to events, contents of my thinking, and also amplifying the voice of others as well from time to time. But the main reason for going live is so that I can actually be more inclusive in terms of some of the writing and blogs that I'm bringing to the world. So you'll be able to find the written blog on my website, hexochangenow.com. However, also by recording it live here via StreamYard, it goes live stream to YouTube and also to LinkedIn. And then it can be housed on the Garry Turner Strategic Advisor YouTube channel as well. So I'll get to it. And this blog is about 5 regrets of the dying. So a trigger warning, death will be referenced in this post. Just want to make you aware in advance. So have you read The 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie Ware? It's an amazing book. A nod to my friend and personal inspiration, Laura Izzard, who introduced me to this book a few years ago. What I'd like to do is invite you to take a look at this link, and I'll include that link in the is it working? Oh, it is working. This is clever. So you can see the 5 regrets of the dying from Bronnie Ware's work, who is basically a palliative care nurse. And she said the 5 regrets that she most commonly heard from people that were about to exit their human life was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. And I wish I had let myself be happier. So they are the 5 regrets of the dying. Let's see if this pops back. And it has. Brilliant. So bear with me. So if today, my question to you, if you're watching this, is if today was your last day, how many of those regrets would you have as you exit the world in your current form? That's my invitation, my question for you to think about. So my regrets. Number 1, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me, is the one regret that I continue to work on personally, having already done a lot of work on number 3 in particular over the last 6 years. For me, it's more about the not living a true life, living life true to myself, and less about a life expected by others, as I don't really have that issue. I still hold myself back at times from showing up and speaking my truth, maybe because that truth is still finding its way to the surface, maybe because I'm afraid of becoming the whole person that I know is possible and the impact that could come with that. In fact, Kim Ingleby, amazing human being, please do check out her work. She's a high performance coach, an awesome human who shared during a previous Value Through Vulnerability podcast with me. And it really resonated in my torso, in my neck, in my whole head, literally, as I typed these words on the 23rd of September 2021. Most people I know and most people I work with are scared of failing, but they are way more scared of succeeding. So they are kind of in the middle. But it's a really profound quote from Kimberly. And this made me think about the potential within all of us. So for myself, after investing over £20,000 in a range of personal development activities over the last 6 years, including coaching, online summits, HR qualifications in organisational design, learning and development and more, I can confirm that one of the best investments I've made in my life was securing the help of what I would call a spiritual, or maybe you would say an energetic guide. Someone that could help me not only with my thinking and personal journey towards increased systemic awareness, but also how to feel into my body, what different parts of my body are telling me, how my natural ebbs and flows emerge and what they're telling me and more. So I'm holding back sharing this person's name today as I've not sought consent to share it as yet, but need to share this blog as it is flowing out. So I work within the chemicals industry. I love human beings and nature, and I adore my family and hold a deep-seated belief in the unlimited potential in every single one of us and in every single thing. Yet there is a tension. How can I love nature and work in one of the most extractive industries on the planet? What is my work to do by navigating this tension and systemic leverage point with the privilege that I hold? Maybe there is a new regret surfacing for me, I thought. So as I write this blog, there is a potential regret emerging, linked to not living a true life to myself, but more around not amplifying the voices and experiences in my own way of the oppressed, many of whom are going unheard. Why should I care about this sitting in the privileged West? Because I'm increasingly feeling that pain within myself, and especially the impact that the very industry that I'm part of is causing widespread harm on the interconnected ecosystems, and which pays my salary and pension today. So this started for me personally, following the tragic murder of George Floyd. At that time, I felt deeply another human's pain from halfway across the world. And I remember this so clearly. I cried repeatedly for 3 days, yet he was not the first human to be oppressed that way, and sadly, he won't be the last. Yet this took place in the so-called developed West. So maybe this is why the incredible Shahana, and I don't want to butcher Shahana's surname, I need to practice that, sorry Shahana, has emerged so powerfully in my world over the past months. An ex-corporate leader based in India, who today is a writer, speaker, and facilitator of truly regenerative approaches. She helped me question and sense in new ways, such as can be found here at this first ever co-authored blog, which you can also find on hexochangenow.com. Let me just click that, and then you can go and find it, should that be interesting. It's an amazing co-created blog, I must say. So what if everything belonged to the commons was the co-created blog that I put out with Shahana quite recently. Let me just get back to where we were. My internet is not the quickest. So she has helped me question and sense in new ways, again, such as can be found at our first ever co-author blog. I really hope more of these co-author blogs will follow. And with regard to no regrets. So weirdly, and this has popped up many times for me in the last 6 weeks, I'm not afraid of dying. A really weird thing to say, I know, particularly as I'm going live as I record this. I hope it doesn't come too soon, but I'm really not afraid of it. And it's incredible freeing. I don't know why that emerges, but it's incredibly freeing. What I will never regret is asking for help, both unpaid through contributing to and gaining from multiple amazing communities of global open-hearted change makers and paradigm pushers, and also investing in me. So I will never regret knowing I was worthy of investment. I will never regret trying to find my voice and speaking up and taking action beyond my corporate job role and title. I will never regret suppressing emotion for over 20 years. It was part of the process. I will never regret working too hard. I will never regret not staying in touch with friends. And I will never regret that I wish I allowed myself to be happier. What may you regret if you don't put you from the inside out first at this time? If you fancy chatting, why not visit hexochangenow.com or set up a meet and greet? So I'm offering 20-minute meet and greets, a few slots each Thursday and Friday, just to meet new people, just to share and learn more about you, and hopefully to just expand our networks and see how we can lift one another up. So I really wish that you have no regrets when that day comes. So that was the latest, well, one of the latest blogs. 5 regrets of the dying. I hope you find some value in that if you watch this back. And I wish you a safe, calm, and enjoyable morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Take care. Thanks so much.